I'm Adam Riley. That guy over there is Peter Kadzis. Peter, I want to talk about the summit that the White House just held on countering violent extremism, aka CVE. The president has received accolades in some quarters for the approach that he's been taking, trying to crack down on religiously motivated violence. But here in Boston, Yusufi Vali, the head of the Islamic Society Boston Cultural Center, says basically that the president's approach reinforces the idea that there's a fatal flaw in Islam and that American Muslims are to be feared. What do you make of his criticism?
Well, I think his criticism, would be a vintage one 2 years ago. Something that, well, even today, that people sensitive to civil liberties and freedom of expression would be sensitive to. But the times have moved on. In Europe, within the United States, there is a burgeoning movement among moderate, reform-minded Muslims to recognize what they think is an international threat. I just wanted to make sure I got this quote correct, but the executive director of the American Islamic Congress said, when we talk about radical Islam, it does exist. I don't need to be diplomatic about it. I think there's a sea change going on, and the sort of Muslim as victim that the local imam is putting forward is not going to cut much water.
Do you think that sea change applies to the president himself? Because he took a lot of heat in recent weeks for refusing to use the phrase Islamic radicalism, for example. But wrapping up the CVE summit, he seemed to do exactly what the man you just quoted did. Has the president changed course as well?
No, I think he's just ping-ponging along.
All right, Peter Kadzis, thanks as always. Thank you for watching The Scrum.